Good evening, YouTube. Good evening. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. We are live. We are live right now on these YouTube streets. A shout out to my YouTube creators, my subscribers, my support team, my moderators. Shout out to my ghost watchers. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. Yo, I want people to listen to this real close, real quick. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. I believe today is either the 25th or the 26th. I don't know exactly which day it is. But today, yesterday was the 24th. So today is the 25th. A shout out to the chat. Yo, I took some time out. I downloaded the Lifetime app. And guess what I did today? I watched the Wendy Williams documentary, the new one they came out with concerning Wendy Williams. Now, everyone knows who Wendy Williams is. Everybody knows who this woman is. She is wonderful. She was on the radio. She had her own show, the Wendy Williams Show. She's been in 2 different movies starring Kevin Hart. And she's done plenty other things. Oh, and they also have a wax figure of her in a wax museum. Madame Tussauds, whatever the lady name is. It's a very famous wax museum. A shout out to the chat. But yeah, I watched that documentary today. And I saw the condition of her feet. I heard what her medical condition was. Then I heard the word dementia. When I hear that word dementia, doesn't matter how you hear it, when you hear it, who's affected. Only thing I know, that is a terrible disease to have. And it doesn't get any better. It only progresses. It gets worse with time. A shout out to the chat. So I feel kind of bad for Wendy Williams. There's a lot of people out here that probably don't feel bad for her. I do, because she's a person. She's a human being. And she's someone I like and I respect. Shout out to her. Shout out to her family. And it's not easy living with dementia. How many people in your family do you know that came down with dementia and you remember what happened to them? I remember what happened to one of my mother's co-workers a couple of years ago. They both worked for 1199 right there in New York, Westchester County. Shout out to New York. This is your hunger, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. Yo, this is unbelievable. I'm live on YouTube again. It took some doing. It took some time. It is what it is. And today I saw the documentary. And child, I was in tears because everything that she was describing and what she was going through, and then we saw the behavior. You know what I mean? And then, of course, she talked about her drinking. She got off of drugs years ago. She substituted the drugs with the alcohol. Her family, they're not in agreement with her using alcohol, but that's what she uses. She went to the wellness center. thanks to the help of her manager, William. And William, he seemed like he's a nice guy. He looks out for her. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. My heart goes out to Wendy Williams. It does. Shout out to the chat. And I totally enjoy my time on YouTube. I enjoy my YouTube creators. Every last one of them. Whether I agree with them or not. I watch them. I listen to them. If I can, I'll financially, support the page. Hit that Cash App button. There's no shame in my game. It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. A shout out to the chat. Yeah. I'm feeling much better now. Much better than what I was a couple of days ago. Because I was in my feelings. And I probably was drunk. I love to drink. I love to drink and I love to smoke my cigarettes. I'm a heavy smoker. Only thing I bought today was some cigars. I cooked me my lunch. And now I got to get ready to go to work tomorrow. So it's just a repeat of what I've been doing for months and years. That's all. It is what it is. And I'm so happy that I'm back up here doing live video. But like I said, here comes the end of February and here comes March. March the 18th will be my 51st birthday. I'm not going to be on YouTube doing live videos that much. I'm not going to even be doing that many uploads that much. There's no need for me to do it. I've done what I needed to do. But shout out to Kelly G for being so wonderful and being so gracious. And shout out to Sister T. Shout out to the Sister T sector. Got a lot of nice people on this app. Shout out to all my YouTube creators. All of them. Every last one I'm subscribed to. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my moderators. It is what it is. I think I've done enough on YouTube. I've been doing videos on and off on this YouTube app since 2017 under the name Arabia Barbosa de Soda. My family name. It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that I took time out today to look at that documentary. That documentary is so important. So people are aware. And you heard what Wendy Williams said. She said the reason why she's telling her story, not to help herself, but to help other people. That's why people share their experiences, whether they be on YouTube or not. If something happened in their childhood, they talk about it. If they're addicted to alcohol or drugs, they talk about it. If they talked about anything else, it's not to level, put them on a higher level. Not us. It doesn't do us any good. It doesn't do me any good to tell my story, but I tell my story. I share my experiences so maybe someone else could be helped. maybe the pitfalls I fell in, the next person won't fall into. I've been an alcoholic for many, many years. I've worked the 12-step program before. I've entered in the 12-step program before. I had got the big book before. I had a sponsor. But I couldn't work the 12-step program. It wasn't for me. People get sober when they want to get sober, when they get ready to be sober. As of today, I haven't had not one drop of alcohol. Yesterday, not one drop of alcohol. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yes. I binge drink. I drink when I want to. I drink because I feel that there's a part of me missing. So I pick up a bottle, but it's not helping. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Hey, DL. Welcome back, sweetheart. I want to welcome back all my subscribers, all my moderators. Everyone is welcome over here as long as you're respectful to the chat. Or shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm live right now, but I'm not going to be up here that long. People know my videos don't be an hour long. The only way I'm up here for an hour or more than 15 minutes or 30 minutes is someone else has hit the link and we're having a conversation. That's the only way I'm going to be up here much longer than what I intend. Only if I am in a conversation or deep in a conversation. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to do anything with this channel. But now my time on YouTube is running low. I'm not going to be up here doing too many videos. I hope everyone learned something from me. I hope you learned from me. I hope you heard my story. I hope it helped you. I'm getting ready to turn 51 in a few more weeks. I have no intentions on being heavily involved on these YouTube streets after my birthday. I have no intention. I have no desire. Put it like that. When I was beefing with other YouTube creators, yes, there was a desire, there was a want, there was a need for me to be up here, to say the things I said, to do the things I've done, to explain my actions, my words. But there's no need for me to explain. Like Billie Holiday said, no need to explain. I don't have to explain anything to anyone. The only thing I need to do is respect myself and respect others and try to listen and get where the other people are coming from. Even if I don't understand right away, I'll think about it. I'm not going to die because I didn't catch on right away. Sometimes it takes some time. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. A shout out to the chat. Yeah, nobody on this app is perfect. I'm not perfect. I've been told people I was never perfect. I was never all that. I've made my mistakes on this app. I've made my mistakes. I'm sitting at home enjoying my time at home. I was on YouTube earlier. I jumped off of YouTube, went to play some video games. Then I watched the Wendy Williams documentary. Where's Wendy Williams? I watched it. The one they came out with yesterday. It aired on Lifetime. Go over there and look at that documentary if you're interested in looking at it. It's very powerful. It's very moving. Oh, yes. Some of us can relate because some of us have people in our family that are suffering with dementia. They might not have all the symptoms that Wendy Williams has going on with her feet or with her eyes, but that dementia, oh my God, it's a terrible, terrible disease. There is no treatment for it. My mother used to always talk about that. The woman that raised me, she said, if you don't have your health, you can't enjoy your wealth. And that is true. That's true. And we watched different celebrities over the years go through certain changes in their life. But if you really look at the common denominator for a lot of celebrities, for a lot of people that are in Hollywood or the music industry, when certain things happen in their family or a death happens, it could be a close relative, it could be a parent, and the person is not allowed to grieve, of course they're going to dibble and dabble in certain things. They're going to have certain vices. It happens. It's called being human. It's part of human nature. I'm not saying everyone will pick up a drug or a drink or get sexually involved with different people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there are some of us that just partake of those vices. A lot of you see me in my videos smoke my cigarettes. You see me in my videos drinking my beers. You've heard the slurring in my voice. You've heard the screaming, the yelling, the cursing. You've heard it. You've heard where my addiction took me. I already told you where my addiction took me years ago. Right to the goddamn penitentiary. And I stayed there for 6 years and 7 months. I was released in 2001. I stayed clean for a long period of time. But God, Lord have mercy, when I picked up that drink, it was like I never stopped. And it got worse. It got worse and worse. There are some videos on this channel I will never visit again. I will never listen to again. One time, 2 times, and that's it. Hey, Sister T, how you doing? A shout out to you. I want to thank everyone for coming over and visiting with me. I appreciate your view. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. And I appreciate you sticking by me. And those of you, you know who you are. You stuck by me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. A lot of my YouTube creators, some of you stuck by me. Some people abandoned me. Yes, they did. They left. Not everyone. Just because it says 631, that doesn't mean 631 people are in the chat. As long as I have 2 or 3, maybe even 1, I'm good. I'm good. Because YouTube, my YouTube life was colliding with my real life. It was colliding. It was becoming one. I couldn't even decipher what was YouTube anymore and what was my real life anymore. This Thursday just passed. Birdman came over to visit with me that Thursday. Got in the car, we drove, picked up the gas, picked up whatever he wanted from the store. He dropped me back off at my house and he left. He left. 7 years of knowing that man. And it's over. The sexual relationship is over. It should never started in the first place. Shout out to the chat. Sometimes you have to pull yourself away from certain people. And you might hurt, they might get hurt. So y'all pulling away from each other, but it's best I stay single. It's best for him to go on with his life. Enjoy your life. That's what I told him. Enjoy your life. You don't need me. You don't need me anymore. And I don't need you. So you go on by your business, I'll go on by mine. We'll be friendly when we see each other. 7 years. 7 years of nothing. 7 years of verbal combat. 7 years of fighting each other physically. 7 years of the police staying in our goddamn business. 7 years of being put in certain situations that I didn't need to go in, or he didn't need to go in. Just because I sat with him when he was going through his operation, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. He doesn't owe me anything. He doesn't owe me his loyalty. He doesn't owe me his love. He don't owe me not one goddamn thing. He owe me my money now. I still got my ledger. You still owe me money, baby boy. But it is what it is. It's water under the bridge now. How long I've been waiting for my money? Almost 2 years. A shout out to the chat. Yeah. But it is what it is. Thank you, Sister T, for coming in. Thank you, DL, for coming in. Thanks to whoever's ghost watching for coming in. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Sister T, you don't realize it right now, but you got me thinking about a lot of things. And maybe during my time not doing anything with this big channel gave me some time to reflect. I had to go back through this channel today. I went through the channel the other week. And some of those videos I can't even listen to. Some of the short videos I can, but some of the other stuff I can't. I don't even know why I did those videos. Oh, I know why I did them, because I wanted to do them. That was the thing to do. Not no more. Yeah. I ran into a lot of difficulties being on YouTube. Yeah. I've had people on this app get mad with me, call the police come to this house. Oh yeah, I had people trying to dox me, trying to put my information out there. Like for instance, that hospital situation when I was doing the outpatient program over there. That information was splattered. It was shared. I don't know why it was shared, but I understand. And this is YouTube, right? That's what people do when they get mad at you on YouTube. It happens. And it's something I just had to accept. I didn't want to accept it. Because I said, I've been doing videos since 2017. There's no need for anyone to come for me. But if I'm up here talking and clowning and doing whatever else I'm doing, then whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes, comes. My mother used to always say, trouble don't last always and the sun don't always shine. Trouble don't last always and the sun doesn't always shine. It is what it is. During that little bit of time, my channel was down. I didn't really eat like the way I needed to eat. I wasn't caring about certain things on that level. I was more concerned with drinking and smoking my cigarettes. I'm out of my cigars right now, so I'm be a little upset for a little while, but I'll take a nap. I'll get over it. It's always tomorrow. A shout out to the chat. Hey, Kelly G. Hey, Kelly G. How you doing, baby girl? Thank you so much for that banner, child. I shared it on my other channel. I'm gonna put it on this channel. Hard boy, thank you for coming in. Thank everyone for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you coming and spending your time with me. And now it's time for me to close out this video and say good night to everyone, whoever's going live. If I'm subscribed to you, I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat. A shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's time. So I'm gonna turn this off for a little while and get myself ready for tomorrow. Get ready for tomorrow and start preparing myself to go to New York in a few more weeks for my 3-day visit. I have to go. I have no choice. I heard there's a lot of things going on in New York. A lot of changes is going on, but regardless of what's going on, my family still lives up there. My grandmother's still there. My grandmother got dementia. So I have no choice. I have to go. I didn't do too much for other people and my family when they was doing their thing. And I paid for it. I didn't spend enough time with them. When they passed, what happened? I didn't even have time to grieve. I didn't have time to grieve for them right then and right there. I had to wait. But at the same time, I was still going through that grieving process. When the woman that raised me, when she died in 2019. Don't you know I'm still going through the grieving process? Oh, I accepted her death a long time ago. I accepted that. I accepted everything else that happened in that family. Now it's time to move on to the next chapter, to the next level. Let's see where this pathway is going to take me. Hopefully not too far off the right path. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yep, safe travels. And one of my touch with me today and said that there's a lot of changes happening right there in Yonkers, New York. A lot of construction is happening. A lot of gentrification is happening. Oh yeah, my people have been moving around quite a while in Yonkers, New York. Shout out to them. Shout out to Yonkers. Shout out to Mount Vernon. Shout out to New Rochelle, White Plains, Portchester, Peekskill, Hartsdale, Bronxville, Scarsdale. Shout out to Westchester County, 914. We are in the house and we're closing out this video. Thank everyone for coming over. Like and share the video. Peace. Good night, Sister T. Good night, everyone. See y'all later. Probably in someone else's chat. Thank you for coming over. Peace.